December 9, 2024, 5 p.m., New York Southern District Court. A deadline passed. Quietly. No statement. No press conference. Just a small note in court records. Defense failed to submit documents. But this wasn't an ordinary deadline. This was a $450 million fraud case. And Donald Trump had missed history's most critical document submission deadline. The question, why wasn't the media talking about it? Let's rewind. February 16, 2024. Judge Arthur Engoron brought down his gavel. Verdict: Donald Trump defrauded New York State of $450 million. Trump Organization's financial statements had been systematically inflated. Property values had been raised to fictional figures. Mar-a-Lago was listed at $739 million instead of $18 million. This wasn't just an error. This was organized fraud. Trump appealed the decision. The appeals process began. But the appeal had one condition: documents must be submitted on time. Deadline: December 9, 2024, 5 p.m. Hours passed. Lawyers were ready. Documents were not at 2:30 p.m. An email came from Trump's legal team. Subject: request for extension. Content: client is experiencing difficulty obtaining requested documents. Judge Engoron's response was cold: denied. Deadline stands: 5:01 p.m. No documents. Appeal rights in jeopardy. But what was happening behind the scenes? Let's go to November 23, 2024. Trump Tower, 26th floor. Lawyers in meeting. There's a problem on the table. Documents are missing. Not lost, missing. Some financial records were never kept. Some were accidentally deleted. Others are unavailable. Lead attorney Christopher Kise rubbed his forehead. Mr. Trump, the court requested these documents. We must provide them. Trump turned in his chair. What documents? All financial records from 2015 to 2020. Property valuation reports. Deutsche Bank correspondence. Trump's eyes narrowed. Those are confidential. No, there's a court order. They're not confidential. Silence. 11 seconds. Find them, Trump said. But not all, just the clean ones. Kise froze. Mr. Trump, this would be obstruction. This would be a criminal offense. Trump stood up. You're my lawyer. Figure it out. November 30th. Deadline 9 days away. Lawyers began searching for documents. But there was a problem. Some documents physically didn't exist. Trump Organization's former CFO Alan Weisselberg was in prison for fraudulent tax returns. And Weisselberg wasn't talking. December 3rd. 6 days left. A WhatsApp message leaked. Sender, a Trump Organization executive. Recipient, unclear. Content, clean the old servers. Leave nothing. New York Attorney General Letitia James's team saw this message. They prepared an emergency court filing. Defendant is destroying evidence. December 5th. 4 days left. Judge Engoron called an emergency hearing. Mr. Trump's lawyers must explain where the documents are. Christopher Kise stepped to the podium. His voice tense. Your Honor, some documents are not accessible. Why? Technical issues. Judge Engoron leaned forward, removed his glasses. Mr. Kise, technical issues? In a $450 million case. Technical issues? Kise swallowed. Old records in digital archive. There was a data loss. Data loss? Judge Engoron's voice rose. Or data destruction. The courtroom became silent as a tomb. Letitia James stood up. Your Honor, this is clear obstruction. They're violating your order. Judge Engoron struck his gavel. Deadline, December 9th, 5 p.m. No extension. If documents aren't submitted, defense rights are forfeited. December 7th. 2 days left. Trump posted on Truth Social. Witch hunt continues. Corrupt Judge Engoron blocking my right to fair trial. But behind the scenes, there was panic. Lawyers didn't know what to do. Documents didn't exist. Creating them was a crime. Not providing them meant defeat. December 8th. 1 day left. At 10:47 p.m., news broke. ProPublica published an article. Headline: Trump's missing documents, destruction or deception? According to the article, in 2019, Trump Organization upgraded its digital servers. Old servers were sent to recycling. but according to corporate standards. Critical financial data should have been backed up. Trump's WASN single quotes T. Coincidence? Or plan, December 9th, final day. 9 a.m., Trump's lawyers made one last move. Emergency appeal petition. Client cannot access documents. This creates an unfair situation. Appeals court responded within 3 hours, denied. Defense must comply with deadline. To PM, 3 hours left. At Trump Tower, a final meeting. Trump connected by phone. What are you going to do? Kise was exhausted. Mr. Trump, the documents don't exist. We can't provide them. The court will consider this obstruction. So what happens? $450 million becomes final. Appeal rights are lost. Silence. 27 seconds. Do it, Trump said. Submit. Submit what? Something. Old reports. Irrelevant documents. Submit something. Kise took a deep breath. Mr. Trump, the court will know this is a stalling tactic. Let them not know. You're a lawyer. Figure it out. For 47 p.m., 13 minutes left. A file was uploaded to the court. 89 pages. But the content? Some old financial statements from 2012 to 2014. Not the requested 2015 to 2020 documents. 5:01 p.m. Deadline passed. Letitia James made a press statement. Mr. Trump failed to comply with court order. This is an attack on the rule of law. But mainstream media? Silent. CNN mentioned it for a few minutes. MSNBC ran a short story. Fox News didn't mention it at all. Why? Because that same day, another story was breaking. Hunter Biden's laptop case was in the headlines. Media had shifted attention there. And Trump's team knew it. December 10th, next day, Judge Engoron issued a ruling. Defense failed to comply with court order. $450 million penalty is immediately enforceable. Trump's assets could be seized. Trump Tower, 40 Wall Street, 7 Springs Estate. All were at risk, but Trump found an escape route again. Emergency bond request. We will exhaust all appeal processes before paying penalty. Court demanded bond. $450 million cash or bank guarantee. Trump couldn't find it. No bank would provide a guarantee for that amount. December 15th, Trump sought a settlement. I'll pay $175 million upfront, rest in installments. Judge Engoron denied. Full amount or enforcement. Today, late December 2024, Trump still hasn't paid. Documents still don't exist. And media still isn't discussing this. But court records don't lie. December 9th, 2024, 5:01 p.m. Deadline was missed. $450 million is now inevitable. The truth is, the powerful can bend rules, but they can't bend them forever. One day, that rope breaks, and Trump's is breaking. If you want to hear the truth, subscribe. Because we tell the stories media is hiding. This war is just beginning.